My name is Dhruv. I'm majoring in aerospace engineering. I want to make this project for fun. I just saw this one of the airplane model which I'm trying to make right now. I saw that model in the soccer store and it was made up of wood. So I thought, why what if I would make the same thing out of metal? So I primarily choose steel as my material because I'm also going to weld it to my fuselage as well. And aluminum is a little bit difficult to weld in terms of the welding purposes, so that's why I choose steel as my material. So we'll start with the design first. After the design, we'll be going to the water jet and cut some parts as well. So begin with, we'll be making a airfoil first, and then we'll convert that airfoil into a ring. We'll be cutting out those different sections of airfoils and then wrapping around the sheet metal in order to get our complete shape. So let's start with the design part. In order to make a design of a wing, we are going to use the airfoil tools generator. So we'll be taking an airfoil and converting that to a wing. So let's take the data points of the airfoil. So we'll go to this website known as airfoiltools.com. We'll be going to NACA 4-digit airfoil generator, and I will take NACA 2412 for my design, and I'll send this to the airfoil plotter. Now we can like change our length as well if we want. 127 millimeters. This is my length of my airfoil. So we'll go and select plot. So now I have all of my airfoil data points right here. So I can download an Excel file for that. So I'll click CSV file of coordinates, and that will give me an Excel file. Go to desktop and save the file. Now there's like another option in which I can take all these data points and convert directly into my airfoil. So we'll open the CATIA software in order to design that airfoil. So now we'll start a new file. So we'll click new and do a part design. Click OK. And I'll name my part as a wing. Now we'll go back to start, open mechanical design, and go to the shape design and go to generative shape design. In my case, I'm already in the generative shape design. So I will not be opening it again. So now we can like minimize this and go back to our Excel data files. Select all those airfoil points. After opening that file, there will be like a bunch of points which will be saying airfoil surface, the camber line, and the chord line. But in order to make our shape, we only need the airfoil surface. So we'll copy all those points, copy it, and now we'll be opening this GASD point of the shortcut, which tells Excel to convert our data points to the shape. Coming here, you can like see this kind of interface, and you can like delete all this. This is not required for now. And copy the end curve, which is another line of code, and paste it at the very end. Now I have kept one column as a 0, so that's my X, Y, and Z. Delete this, and rest of the whole column it will be all zeros, so we're dragging it all the way. After this thing is done, we'll be coming back here to view, and we're coming right to macros, and we are going to run those macros points in order to get. So it ran the whole code, and now if we go back to CATIA, we can see our airfoil is generated. Now at the very end, there would be a 1 point missing. So now in order to generate that point, we'll be using the another function in CATIA itself, which is known as extrapolate. So we'll be using this design known as extrapolate. We'll be clicking it and selecting our first point. Make sure to deselect the assemble result and boundary and click OK. We'll be doing again for the same point. This time we'll be doing it for this one. And for this one, we'll be selecting our length as up to 11 so that we can like cut it later on. So we'll be again using the extrapolate function. Click the point and select our curve, but this time we want our length to be up to the element so that we can later on cut the rest of the material. So over here we can like see our point is closed. We'll be clicking OK, and now using the split function we'll chop the line. So we'll be using the split tool in order to cut the remaining part. So we'll be selecting this one and we'll be cutting this one and click OK. So now the remaining part is cut and now our profile is totally closed. There is one more thing left under the shape design, so we'll go back to generative shape design and we'll be joining the curves now. So select the whole thing and make sure to select this point as well. And there's an option over here for join. So clicking OK. So now everything is one single profile. So all of our wing points are closed. So now we'll be going back to the part design. And now we'll be extruding the surface. So select the whole thing and go to extrude. Okay. So now we got our airfoil. In our airfoil, we are going to make two holes at both of the ends. The reason we are doing it is in order to make our wing more stable when we try to weld our middle wing. So we are going to put two holes in both of the ends so that we can like put a wire onto those holes so that it can become more stable and we won't be requiring any kind of jig to align it. It can like align it automatically. We don't have to align it manually. So in order to do that, we'll select the face, again go back to the sketch and make some holes. So now we'll be calculating the distance between both of our vertical and horizontal points. And we'll be doing the same thing for the horizontal. And center. And replicating the same process in the end. So now our holes are perfectly centered in the middle. And now we'll be going back out of the sketch and we'll be doing a pocket. Click OK. So now we have two of the holes at the very end, and now our airfoil is ready to go to cut. So far in the progress, I already have the model prepared in the CATIA. So now I'm going to use the water jet in order to cut those small airfoils, and then we'll be cutting into sections. We'll be making 10 sections and then we'll be welding it later on.